This video is for anyone who has lost someone. I just want to assure you that everything is going to be okay. The best of planners has a reason. Every single thing has a reason. From the moment I found out that I lost my dad and that my dad's not coming back, and this is definitely one of the worst days that I chose to record this video. But I feel like I'm gonna be waking up like this for a minute, so I might as well just do it. Yeah, this is the reality of my life right now, and of the chapter that I am in right now. Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you're doing great and in the best of health. As you can see from the title above, this is a life update. The episode that came before this was recorded days before the incident even happened, so that's why it went up fast. But this is the video that I'm doing right now in real time, 4 weeks after the incident. When you're watching this, this is a very, very hard time of my life. I don't want to really, this is not a crying episode, this is not a crying video. I can't just move past one of the biggest things that has happened in my life. If you're following me on Instagram, you already know this. I just wanted to come on here and address this and talk about this, even for myself. This is a chapter that's teaching me to accept things for what they are, regardless of how I want them to be, regardless of how I want life to look like. I'm learning to accept, you know what, this is what is willed by the best of planners, and I'm making peace with that, and I'm accepting that, and I am recognizing how blessed I am, because I truly am blessed regardless of the situation. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal. And that statement is what has been keeping me going. I swear, I promise you, like from the moment I found out that I lost my dad and that my dad's not coming back, and Alhamdulillah, I had someone there with me to remind me to be grateful and to say Alhamdulillah and Astaghfirullah. The first instant I was like, what are you on about? And but then when he was just like, he shook me and he was like, say Alhamdulillah, say Alhamdulillah. And I started saying Alhamdulillah, and I remember from that moment, the biggest dhikr I've done in this season is Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal. And that statement has given me strength. It really, really has. Because it's like, my father did not suffer in his ending. He was not in pain for months and months or days and days. He was not ill. He was healthy. We had a lovely chat the night. We laughed together that night. We had a good evening. And Alhamdulillah, he did not suffer. I'm glad and I'm thankful, and Alhamdulillah, I was there with my dad when he took his last breath. Even though I swear I didn't realize that's what was happening. I just thought, man, anyways, I'm not gonna talk about that today. But Alhamdulillah, 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 ala kulli hal. That's what I can say, and that's what I'm gonna scream, even if it's in my chest, for all eternity, because Allah is the best of planners, you know, and He decided it to be this way. And even if it was the most heartbreaking thing to ever happen to me, to us as a family, it's what Allah willed. It's what Allah willed, and that's literally what I'm always gonna say and what I'm always gonna believe. And yeah, it's been exactly 4 weeks since that incident, and I have had to go back to life, to come back to life. But I can assure you, even when I eat, even when I drink, even when I talk, even when I smile, even when I laugh, even when whatever it is I'm doing, as I come back to life, there is still a void. And to be honest with you, I don't think that void will ever not be there. It will always be there. And they say that a father is a daughter's first love, and I didn't think of it like that till this moment. Like, yeah, I was my dad's princess. I was, you know, his favorite daughter. My sister's gonna kill me for saying this, but like, I was his little girl, and I always will be. And obviously, in a little girl's heart, and even my sister, sis, even for you, our dad was our first love. Our dad was our safety net, our blanket, our anchor, our biggest support system. My dad supported me, and I feel so bad when I use past tense, because it just affirms and it confirms that he really is gone. And yeah, my safety net, or rather my blanket, has been yanked off me. That's a reality that I'm having to face each waking moment. There's this immense alone feeling that I have in my heart, and it's not even because I'm alone physically. I mean, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, I have siblings, I have family, I have my mother, I have friends, I have people around me, but this void, this thing, I feel like, yeah, and it's just the most heartbreaking thing that has ever happened to me, to be honest. And no one prepares you for this kind of pain. No one. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. For the most part, you feel like he has traveled, he'll be back, or he's just away. But then you realize he's not coming back. On the contrary, you are the one who will join him. Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut. That is the path for all of us. And it doesn't mean that fact, or that realization, or that belief is gonna make it any easy when you lose a loved one, but it's something that we should definitely remember. So if you have lost a loved one, and I feel like in this season, I don't know, like in my personal life, there's a lot of people who I know have lost their loved ones. It's just a good reminder for us to keep reminding ourselves, and to know in our core and in our hearts that that is the path that we're all headed towards. Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut. We will all pass away. Some will just leave before others, and you know, our time is just not up yet, but it will come. Our time will come as well. My biggest critic, but in the best possible way, is gone, and I'm broken. I am broken and shattered completely. But on the flip side, I'm also very, very grateful, and I'm grateful that what's been grounding me is something that can't ever be taken away from me, and that's my faith. That's my faith in Allah. That's my trust in Allah. That's my belief that He's the best of planners, and He got us. He got us. He got me. He got us as a family. And if you've lost a loved one, I need you to have that same faith. I need you to know that even if a loved one or someone you know has passed away, you are in the hands of someone who's never going to leave. Everyone else will leave. Everyone else will leave, whether by death, whether by whatever it is. People will leave, but Allah has got us. He will always be there for us, and we need to know that, and we need to have faith and believe that in our hearts. We believe that my dad is in a better place. We believe that he's resting well till we meet again one day, inshallah. And we're praying for him, and that's literally all we can do. My brother keeps reminding me that you shouldn't cry, you shouldn't cry, you shouldn't cry. If you cry, you're burning him. He's not happy, but he is. If you keep on crying, it's just that, of course, sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes you're gonna really shatter in a bad way. And you know what, I'm not fighting it. I'm not fighting it. I don't want to hide my pain. I don't want to shy away from my pain. I want to feel the pain, and I don't want to shut it out, because if I shut it out, it's gonna manifest in another way, which is most probably going to be in a very negative way. So I am allowing myself to feel whatever it is I'm feeling at whatever moment. If you've lost a loved one, I can genuinely advise you to do the same. After you believe in Allah, after you trust in Allah, after you knowing in your heart and believing that your loved one is in a better place, and believing that that's our path, I want you to feel your pain. I don't want you to hide your pain. I want you to embrace it. I want you to face it. I want you to feel it. I am very self-aware about my healing journey. I am very aware about my triggers. I am very aware about how I feel when I feel it. And if I need a moment, I am allowing myself to take a moment. I am not going to bombard myself with things that I can't handle. I am consistently doing the things I need to do, not intensely. Intensely will really wreck me. So I am just being consistent, and I am giving myself the grace that I need, but also pushing myself to be where I need to be, and not just, coming to a halt. Even though sometimes you wake up without a will to live, they will be hard. I'm having to remember that I'm still breathing, and everything has a reason, and it'll all be well. This video is for anyone who has lost someone. It's not just about me, to be honest. In as much as it's my life update, I just want to assure you that everything is going to be okay. The best of planners has a reason. Every single thing has a reason, and we'll inshallah meet all our loved ones again. And may all our loved ones be granted Jannatul Firdaus. Ameen. And let's stay strong. Let's be positive. Let's try our best, or rather, let's not do kufr by saying things that we shouldn't say, like, why do you have to leave us, why this. And sometimes, may Allah forgive us, sometimes our heads go there and we question things. I think it's human nature, but we should try to ground ourselves and stop doing that. Some people will come to you with some backhanded compliments, like, oh my god, you've moved on with your life. Oh my god, you shouldn't even still be crying. Oh my god, why are you, like, whatever it is. And I just want to tell people out there, when someone is grieving, don't tell them how to grieve. Don't tell them how to feel. People are entitled to feel whatever it is they're feeling at whatever time. I don't know, I just had to throw this there, because people need to stop And don't tell people that you feel their pain, because you don't. You seriously don't. Even if you have lost a loved one before, you don't feel the pain as intensely as I do, and I don't feel my pain as intensely as you do. Everyone has a different capacity to feel pain and deal with pain, so I don't think it's the right thing to say that to someone. It's just not. Let's stop with this comments of, you know, the best thing you can do is support people, you know, tell them you're here for them, pray for their loved ones, tell them good things about their loved ones or whatever, but just don't do these things of saying the wrong things. And I know people do it unintentionally, and I know people have the best intentions, but sometimes if you don't know what to say, just be quiet. Respectfully, just be quiet. If you've lost a loved one, just know that you're not alone. You're seriously not alone. I personally, I always say this, especially when I'm speaking about mental health and just having someone to talk to, and I always say this and I'll continue saying it. If you ever need someone to talk to, whether you're a loved one or whether you're a stranger or whatever, I'll always be here. I'm just a DM away, literally. Thank you so much for reaching the end of this video. I really appreciate the love and support that you guys continuously show me throughout each phase of my life, and especially right now. This is going to be a very rocky phase, but I know that I'm not alone. I genuinely feel and believe in my heart that I'm not alone. So thank you very much, and see you guys next time. Bye.